Hi and welcome to my channel. I am Amanda, a mom of two little girls here in Minnesota, and on my channel I like to try new recipes and organize my life. And today we are tackling the freezer. So let's take a look at my freezer as it is right now. There is a lot of stuff crammed in here. As you can see, there's yogurt sticks and popsicles, frozen fruit, and then there's another tray at the top that has the ice bin and a lot more stuff in there. There's ice cream sandwiches and popsicles, which were also on the bottom shelf. We have some onion rings, there's some chicken nuggets, some alcohol in the back there, and you can kind of see how dirty it is over on the side from some popsicles we had in there. So it just gets so crammed tight in there that it's really hard to find anything. And boxes get smashed, and I just really have a hard time keeping things as cool as they should be and seeing what I actually have to use to make meals and to have snacks. So this is the main reason why I wanted to do some organization in the freezer to be able to find everything a lot easier, and especially for my kids who go in here a lot for popsicles and such, to not make a huge mess. So first what I'm going to do is take everything out of the freezer and give it a good cleaning. Now I have no idea how dirty it was because I couldn't see anything in there. So first I'm just taking everything out. So you can see once I took the ice bin out, there is a ton of ice floating around in there just from trying to fill water bottles and missing the mark. But now you can take a look at how dirty this freezer was, and I had no idea because I couldn't see anything in there with all the food that was crammed in. So it was nice to take it out and just give the freezer a good clean down before I put anything back in. So when I went to the store to buy the containers, I knew the dimensions of my freezer, and I got 2 large size bins and 2 small size bins for this bottom area. And after taking out all the food from the freezer, I did an inventory to see what I had and what I could group together. Just take a look at how dirty this freezer is. Oh, so bad. Anyway, I decided to group the foods into 4 categories. In the large bins, I did meat in one, breakfast and lunch foods in the other, which is basically just prepackaged frozen foods. And then in the smaller 2, I did veggies and fruits. I have to say that cleaning this freezer out actually took longer than everything else I did in this project. Once I got it cleaned out, I was able to put everything together and back in the freezer so quickly. So now that I'm just finishing out drying the freezer, I will show you what the bins look like. I got these bins at the Container Store, and there are 2 medium size and 2 large size. I know I said small earlier, but they are the multi-purpose bins, and I will link them below. Also, I got a tray for the top shelf to put all the popsicles in. So now what I did was to make labels for each of these, and like I had said before, I did 4 different categories: meat, breakfast and lunch foods for the larger bins, and then veggies and fruit for the smaller bins. So these were very inexpensive, which I was surprised because the Container Store seems like a more expensive store to me, but I don't go there a lot. It's a little bit farther away from my house. So I was pleasantly surprised when I went there and saw how inexpensive they were. The 2 larger bins were $5.99 regular each, and then the medium bins were $4.99 each regular. However, they were both on sale for I got them for a little bit of a discount. The tray that I'm going to put on the top for the popsicles and treats is called a large taper tray, and that was $4.99. So the total cost for all these trays, if they hadn't been on sale, was $26.95 before taxes, and I had a discount because of the sale. So my total cost was $22.55 before taxes, which to me was a great deal for organizing my whole freezer. So once I got these labeled, I put them in the freezer to see how I wanted everything laid out and to see where I wanted to put that divider that came with the freezer so I could minimize the amount of sliding around. The bins fit pretty well on their own, but there was a little bit of space, so they weren't tight together holding each other in place. So I wanted to get that divider kind of right in a spot to keep everything from moving around too much. And here is the finished product before I started putting everything back in. And the funnest part really was putting everything back in, especially because a lot of the stuff started melting because I had it taken out so long because it took me forever to clean the freezer. I was really surprised how well everything fit into the bins. I was expecting me to have way more of one kind of food and it didn't fit in the bin, or way too few of another food, but it actually turned out pretty well and everything fit in there. I only had to move one big turkey breast down to our freezer in the basement. Otherwise, everything fit in pretty nicely. So now that I have everything back in, I will show you the final product here. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it will be so much better to keep everything organized and allow me to see what we have on hand so I can hopefully save a little bit of money on groceries when I plan out our meals. Organizing things really is one of my favorite things to do, and I plan to do the same thing with my refrigerator and also my pantry very soon. So look for those videos coming your way, and I also plan to do a lot more of these types of videos because it just makes me happy, and I love watching other people organize things to get ideas for myself, and I hope you do as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.